Greetings to all my black brothers and sisters all around the world. Give me great joy and pleasure to be greeting you out here, enjoying the lovely Caribbean sun and enjoying the chirping of the birds and the cool, nice, cool breeze. At this time, I just want to ask you to give me a moment so I could center up my camera just a little bit more, because I need to be a little bit more centered, okay? I'm a bit more centered here, okay? And it's always very important to stay in the center, to be balanced, to have a balance. Okay, so in everything we do and everything we say, we have to be so conscious, and that is why the solar eclipse is really a beginning of great things for me personally, and from what's been revealed to me, it is the sign of an Armageddon, or the Armageddon. And what people believe the Armageddon to be is not really what they really think it to be, because many people with a Christian philosophy having been miseducated, because there have been a very mass miseducation of the Negro, and because they have turned their backs on the sun, being the people of the sun, and have gravitated toward an idol, a white idol called Jesus Christ, which is really the white man's image, the white man's philosophy, and the white man's religion. It is teaching you that when the black sun is risen, that they would declare a war, and this war is a psychological war. It is psychological warfare. It is a war of the mind. It is a war of philosophy, and that is why there are many of those who have oppressed and enslaved our people. They are on the battlefield of the internet also, and they are professing to be educators, educating people about consciousness, and they are doing it in a very subtle way. And many people who doesn't have discernment will gravitate towards them very easily. And one of the weapons they've been using is really actually the law of attraction, which the law of attraction is only one law out of 12 major laws that controls the universe. And because they do not want our people to come into the true awakening or the true enlightenment towards the psychological enslavement and the miseducation of the Negro in their spirituality and their true identity, they are professing to be pointing you towards prosperity, towards the getting, so you can go ahead and miss the being. But because the Bible is our own biography, because we are the original people, and they cannot erase the Akashic record, we know that they're using cheap psychology. And because of our kingdom connection, we know we have to seek first the kingdom. And when we seek first the kingdom, which is the kingdom that is within us, and we make money our slave, and we become the master of money, and we become the master of our own life, and we become the master of our own circumstances, and we become the master of our own spirituality, and we become the master of our own identity, and we do not look without for anyone help, but look within, and we believe in the power that is within, and we accept the power that is within, and we put our hope and our trust in our own human imagination, because we believe that all things exist in the human imagination, and we reverse the psychology. And break their economic slavery. So they have to do things in disguise. And this is why everything I will ever say and do is because I recognize and realize I'm a man at war for the minds of our people, and they're at war also. So, to my black brothers and sisters, guns and bombs is not our weapon, that is their weapon. Religion is not our weapon. And so that's why we have to reconnect back to nature. That is why we have to eat the right food. That's why we have to stop eating the slave master's diet. So all the people who have their heads so deep up the white man's ass that they cannot see with a spiritual eye, are here with a spiritual ear, and realize we're in a war for this planet, and we're in a war for the minds of man, to bring a balance to our equilibrium, and to understand our own mind power, and not in a movement called Black Power, but true mind power is the real Black Power, and we are the people of the sun and the people of the tropics. Until we realize it is war. And stop allowing those who oppress us and enslave us to tell us that they are competing for our mind. Because I would have heard sons of the oppressors speaking about they're competing for your mind and you have to brainwash yourself and all of this thing. And I am Justin from your creators. And I ask myself, who are they trying to deceive? And when you have people like the vigilant Christian deceiving all of these people, especially black people, who believe all the nonsense he's talking about using fear to control them, I realize this is time of war. And when I look at who I was in a past life and how water holds memory, and not too long ago, about 3 weeks or so, but no more than a month ago, I would have gone back in time, back in like 15 something, and see what took place with my own self in a past life. So I do not have to fight the battle in a physical way anymore. That's why I'm asking my people to wake up, because this is the Armageddon the Bible is speaking about. It is the war of the mind. Because if you think rationally, you will realize that bombs and guns came from the mind. every weapon that is used to kill man, it comes from the mind. And everything exists in the human imagination. And everything takes place in the mind of man. So let us stop reading the Bible and interpreting the Bible the backward way. Because it was for symbols, symbology, the Bible symbology. It is parabolic and it is not literal. So with that being said, I just want to rally my people to continue in the war. Let us fight the good fight of faith. And faith, it doesn't mean believing in something outside yourself. Faith means believing in the power within yourself. So you can manifest from the wall of spirit into the wall of the physical, from the invisible and bring it into the visible. Let's do that, my brothers, my sisters. Don't just settle for entertainment. Do not just settle for intellectualism. I don't want to know how much you know and how much historical book you can quote. It is time for action. Let us put the law of action in place because we are in war. Okay? So with that being said, I just want to rally my 300 men. I don't want 150,000 people. As a Gideon. I don't want people who lying down on the stomach, people who bowing down, people who drinking the water of life, the truth, but still looking and they're seeing the enemy and waiting. So they wouldn't be caught off guard. So with that being said, my brothers and sisters, I hope I got my message across to you. And if this message means anything to you, I'm asking you to subscribe, like, dislike, comment if you would like me to elaborate on anything. I promise you I would. What I can't tell you, I can't tell you exactly when I would do it, but I would make sure I would do it. So with all of that being said, I just want to say peace, love you, and let us continue in this Armageddon.